We're out at the Titan II missile silo, which is a museum here south of Tucson, Arizona. We're using the antenna that's available for ham radio operators out here, and I'm actually just using it right now to scan a little bit while we're doing some videos. And this video is going to be of the setup I came up with for my ham radio. There's a lot of items you're going to end up needing with a ham radio, or at least potentially needing, so I knew I was going to need some sort of a bag. What I ended up with was this sort of PAL or Molly panel that I got from Supply Captain a while back. We did a video when we got this one and it was fairly inexpensive. And then I took some Tactical Tailor pouches that I bought at a local shop, pretty decent deals. So these pouches were about 10 bucks each. The panel was like 5 or 6, so I'm not really into this for even $40. So I'm pretty happy with the setup so far. I ended up with just a little couple extras. I stuck a whistle on here from ITW and ITW Dominator just to hold on to something if I needed it. In this smaller pocket, or smaller pouch, I have the car charger and the wall charger for the radio. In this sort of admin pouch, I put a G2 Surefire flashlight, just so I've got one handy. And then in this little zipper pocket, I've got a Right in the Rain notebook, which I use to log everything so far. Then I think what I'm also going to do is inside of a lock sack bag, I'm going to make up a mini manual. The manual for my radio is an 8.5 by 11, large book, and it's in 2 languages. So I think I'm going to take the key elements out of this and make sort of a cheat sheet, put it into a small size lock sack, and then keep that in this pouch as well. Then the main pouch is really just some storage stuff. Right now I have the cable that connects it to the PC, so when I need to connect it to the computer to check the channels or whatever, I've got that handy, although I don't need to carry that around. I carry another antenna, a cordless, or an antenna mount I should say, uses suction cups so it can stick onto a window, and it's a BNC connector. I would typically carry my small parts in this pouch as well. And then the other thing that I am carrying in here is the battery case. So this is I would swap this with the rechargeable pack that's on it now in order to use AA batteries in an emergency or something. So I figured I'd carry this around. I left it in the box because it's not that much bigger and it'll keep it nicer. And then I just threw in a flip video camera because I'm new to ham and I like doing videos. This way I've just always got a camera handy, and since I can carry some spare AA batteries in here for the battery pack, it's easy enough to carry a couple extra batteries for that flip camera. Now this one happens to have this little pocket on the outside, which works out perfect for me. I just unvelcro it and I flip this back down inside because I don't need it, and then I can sit my radio down inside. Now if I was running with the speaker mic, I just plug it in. It still fits fine in this pocket. In fact, with the speaker mic running and it's down in this pocket, I can program my buttons, and then I've got my volume and my mic and everything, so I can literally run it just as this and then carry it. Now, of course, right now it's hooked up to the Titan II missile silo's antenna, but normally it would run its whip antenna here, and I would just have that running and it would stick out of the bag just as this antenna is. A couple of nice features I came up with after I kind of put this together. First off, it's flat, so if I was wearing this around my neck or around my shoulder, it would lay flat to the body because it's just PALS webbing on the back. I wanted it to be narrow, so if I'm putting it into another pack, I've got room in the middle of that pack, I can just slide this in. It's still available to carry it by itself, but it can also fit inside of a pack. But then what happened without intent is I can fold it because there's that seam there between the big pocket and the 2 small pockets. And again, this makes it pretty compact as well. There's these 2 sort of D-rings on the corners, and I figure I can also hang it. So perhaps hang it behind the seat on the passenger side, or even on the front of the passenger side if it doesn't want to be driving in there. And then I've got my radio pretty quick. Of course, I could easily take the radio out and take it portable, but I've got enough accessories with me here that I could probably get another extendable antenna. I could put, a marker or a pen or something in here, perhaps a signal radio or a book or something, but just your daily stuff. I think this ends up being a pretty decent little setup for it. Of course, I'm new to radio, so I'll find out if this turns out to be not enough room or too much room, but so far so good. So that's my radio pouch for the Kenwood ham radio.